Howdy, folks. Kind of have to preface this one with this little story. Working out on the railroad is crazy, especially when you're dealing with trespasser suicides. Is what it's called, or people killing themselves by using the train. Workers on the railroad will most likely have to go through that at some point if they're working a road job. It gets kind of crazy out there, and we deal with it in different ways. I hit somebody a couple years ago, and I'll never forget the sound of that. It's gruesome. So we all deal with it. I was kind of reluctant to sing this song, but I get it. My conductor the other day, Ernie wrote this. Now he redeems himself at the end, but us railroaders, this suicide thing is getting out of hand. There's been several on my line this year. I saw somebody post about it yesterday. We got to deal with this stuff, and we all deal with it in different ways. Tell me, who was this man? Was he just a piece of trash? Or somebody who loved the trains, just like good old Johnny Cash? Did he have too much whiskey or fall down on the tracks? But it don't matter now, he's long gone, and he ain't never coming back. He gave me 3 days with pay, 3 days with pay. Well, he got his trip up to the promised land, and I got 3 days with pay, 3 days with pay, 3 days with pay. Well, he got his trip to the promised land, and I got 3 days with pay. Say again, who was this man? Was he someone who will be missed? Or some no-good lonely drifter? Had he never once been kissed? Did he know what he was doing? Or was he high on crack? No matter what, he's long gone now and ain't never coming back. But I got my 3 days with pay, 3 days with pay. Well, he got his trip to his promised land, and I got 3 days with pay. I got 3 days with pay, 3 days with pay. Well, he got his trip to his promised land, and I got 3 days with pay. Now, I ain't saying that I didn't lose no sleep, or that I just don't care. I'd be lying if I told you that it doesn't cause me pain. I still toss and I turn and scream out when I have to live through that nightmare. I grabbed the brake, blew the horn, I couldn't stop the train. And he got me 3 days with pay, 3 days with pay. Yeah, he got his trip to his promised land, and I got 3 days with pay. Well, 3 days with pay, 3 days with pay. Well, he got a trip to the promised land, and I got 3 days with pay. Now, that's a really bizarre one. Everybody has to deal with that however they're going to deal it. When that happened to me, a friend of mine had just been into a horrible disaster on Amtrak, and we both said the same thing. When the railroad people call you and they say, you going to be all right? They call you on the phone, and they ask you, are you going to be okay? Is there anything we can do for you? I told them, I said, yeah, I'll be all right. I can handle it. I got my union brothers calling me on the phone, asking me how I'm doing. I'll tell you what makes me really mad is that if you don't pay me for my 3 days for getting to be off because of a critical incident, and you know what? They screwed me out of 1 day of pay. You know how it goes, brothers and sisters. We make the sacrifices. We drive the trains. Over.